now. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are back. I was like, let's talk about what's on the blogs now. But both of those stories that we talked about were on the blog. So we were talking about stuff on the blogs, that Amazon story and the story about Dump being the epitome of the United States. So what I was trying to do was find something online. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by. I'm not going to spend too much time doing church news and announcements. It says SouljaBoy links up with Kandi after their recent back and forth online. Oh, he called Kandi a bald-headed bitch.
Bitch, why you got this fat ass on your platform talking? I'm finna sue the fuck out you and his wife. I'm about to sue the fuck out Kandi. Somebody tag Kandi and somebody tag this fat ass boy. You on the motherfucking internet talking about I steal food. You's a bitch. Yes. Why the fuck? Who the fuck on the road with somebody and don't eat for 3 days? And Kandi, you too, you little bald head bitch. You got this white on your motherfucking bitch. I'm in Atlanta right now. Send me the motherfucking address. Let me pull up.
Shout out to Rodney the Voice. I heard him say he thought he heard him cock a gun and set it down. That's exactly what the fuck he did. And then you got Kandi's Joker face over there with her fucking weird ass smile over there smiling in a nigga's face. When I tell you y'all be mammies for real, ain't no way a nigga could call me a bald head bitch and threaten me and have a gun in the background, cock a gun and then lay it on the table. And then me be like, here he is, SouljaBoy, he here to speak on it. No. But Kandi is the same bitch that was bumping coochies down to OLG after a bitch said that her husband and her were going to rape her, drug and rape her is what she said. They was going to drug and rape her, and she was at her wedding. So a nigga calling her a bald-headed bitch and cocking a gun, maybe that's not enough. Maybe, I don't know what somebody has to do for Kandi not to see it as an opportunity to make some money. I'm telling you, people motivated by money, they'll do anything. It's no way in the world he would be standing next to me and we'd be smiling, talking about, look who made it to the studio. Girl, what? Listen to Kandi. Here she go.
I won't believe who here. Hey, what's up? Your boy Soulja. I'm in the building. Don't play. Hey. Y'all won't believe who here. Hey,
I don't believe it.
Soulja. I'm in the building. Don't play. Hey.
You'll be getting jumped as soon as you go walk into that boardroom. Nigga, you call me a bald-headed bitch? Nigga, I'm about to slap you. Now you want to talk about it? Then you cocked a gun? Listen, he cocked a gun. Listen, y'all know what it sound like. Listen
bitch,
to
why
this.
you got this fat ass on your
right after he mentions Kandi, listen.
You and his wife.
Listen.
I'm about to sue the fuck out Kandi. Somebody tag Kandi and somebody tag this fat ass boy. You on the motherfucking internet talking about I steal food. You's a bitch. Yes. Why the fuck? Who the fuck on the road with somebody and don't eat for 3 days?
Listen.
And Kandi, you too, you little bald head bitch. You got this white on your motherfucking bitch. I'm in Atlanta right now.
It said click, and then he set it down.
Let me pull up, tell my side of the story. And somebody tag this bitch Kandi too. Bitch, why you got this fat ass on your platform talking? I'm finna sue the fuck out you and his wife.
Here she go.
Y'all won't believe who here.
Y'all believe who here. Y'all believe who here. Girl, no, we don't believe it, but we do believe it because you was down there rubbing your fucking pocketbook on a bitch who said you was gonna rape and drug and rape her. So I can't trust your judgment, Kandi girl, sugar mama. Does your mother know he was rolling around in your Range Rover? Mm.
And he wants to drive my car.
Get your posture back right. Mm.
Okay, well, calm down, baby.
If he wants, if we switch up.
A federal judge issues an indefinite ban on Trump administration's ability to fire federal workers during a government shutdown. Cameron takes legal action against J. Cole over their song Ready 24, claim he wasn't properly compensated. I don't care.
But we don't care.
ClarissaShields claps back at LailaAli. I'm not into tearing another black woman down. Girl, shut the fuck up. You are in a relationship with another woman's husband. You could be quiet. Be quiet. You just have to be quiet. And is there not any other boxers in Clarissa's age group that she could like taunt and fuck with? Like I feel like LailaAli is too old to be trying to go back and forth with. And Layla, you too. I wouldn't respond to Clarissa if I was LailaAli. Now, when she said about her dad, and maybe that's what she wanted to come out and say, like, I think I'm the next Muhammad Ali, and I don't think Clarissa got it or whatever. She responded to that, but I wouldn't keep responding to Clarissa. Girl, how old are you? 12? Get out of my face, girl. It's like she's talking to, I don't know. It's like that's like I feel like Layla would be a mentor to her. And so it's like you like going against like a teacher, that someone who would be like a teacher to you. So because she keeps going against Layla or taunting her and antagonizing her, and they're like kind of both doing it to each other. But I'm like, is there not another woman boxer in Clarissa's age class? Like, girl, what? Why are you arguing with LailaAli? And LailaAli, why are you arguing with ClarissaShields? Well, I think LailaAli just wanted to set the record straight. Like, first of all, don't be talking about my dad and then trying to talk shit about me. Second of all, you're a Looney Tune. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, but remember, Layla made a whole YouTube video. I didn't watch the YouTube video, but she made a whole YouTube video addressing ClarissaShields. And so I guess this is her response to Layla addressing her, but I would never address her again. Like, girl, I'm not about to give you this. You need go find someone your own age to fight with, because this is weird. It's weird.
Has been losing the fight against me for a very long time. And we all know when you start losing the fight, you go below the belt. I really did not want to have.
Are there any other boxers in her age class that she can fight with? Because this is weird. Because it's weird. Like, why are you going against LailaAli? I know, like I said, like they're going back and forth, but it's weird.
LailaAli has been losing the fight against me for a very long time. And we all know when you start losing the fight, you go below the belt. I really did not want to have to respond to this video because I am not into tearing another Black woman down. This is just always have in 5 different weight classes. Always have the highest hopes for myself. So she was not in 5 different weight classes, which is what inspire her and to give her a challenge. She was saying,
this is too long. I'm going to read some of the comments. Using the same format is mental. We should show compassion. Slow boots. Delusion. We support LailaAli for her contributions to boxing and keeping her father's legacy alive. There will be no Ali hate permitted from no one. She tried to do her video like hers. Yeah. The way her brain processes information needs to be studied. You have to remember she gets hit and she's a boxer. So the brain processing might be not the same as a lot of other people's brain processing functionalities or abilities. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to take that in consideration too. Like, these people be getting hit in the head for real. They be getting the head, be getting hit in the side of the head and the temple and everything like that. It does damage. Like, we know that boxing does damage to the brain. And this is what you get. ClarissaShields. Clarissa, we don't want to hear it. Layla already cleared you. Why would Muhammad Ali's daughter want to be you or hate on you? Girl, why would you try to do your video exactly like her? Laughing emoji. Her married boyfriend should have advised her not to do this. Come on, married boyfriend. Older hating on the youth is crazy when she looks way younger. That's crazy. Like, a lot of people, they be like, the first thing that come out their mouth is somebody being fat. And it's so weird. And it's like, your BMI is probably classifying you as morbidly obese. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Calling somebody fat, calling somebody old. The crazy part is, I don't think I've ever, every now and again I try to scan like my life, and have I ever used being old as a insult? Now, I may have said you too old to be acting like that, like Kiki told Adriana, you too old to be acting like that. And she got offended by it because she has an issue with aging. But you too old and mature to be acting like that. So have I ever used it like you old bitch or y'all just old and miserable? I have never used it like that. Like I said, I don't remember, but I'm sure I've used it like you too old to be acting like that, old ass. Maybe. But insulting someone by like you're old and look at your face and look at this and look at, and it's just very weird. Like me myself, I like when I get into it with people online, that's the first thing they say. Old and fat. It's the first thing they say because they don't know anything about you. So that's the first thing that they say about you is you old and fat. Okay. So old, the youth, the old being jealous of the youth. I don't think that that's a real thing. I don't think if you are jealous of somebody in their youth, that I would really want to examine your brain because the wisdom that comes with maturing you cannot embody that in your youth. Do you want the way that you looked in your youth to be sustained? But the knowledge and the wisdom that comes with age and maturing is you don't want that. Like you don't want to be a youth to where the things that you don't know. I used to hear my mom say it all the time. If I knew then what I know now, right? If you were a young woman with the information of an older woman, you would be your entire life would be different. The mistakes that you make, the choices that you made, right? They would be completely different because now you know better as an older person. I would never trade being younger because I the wisdom that I have from being an older woman is like unmatched to me. And the fact that I feel like I'm going to keep learning, like I still have a thirst to learn different things and to seek information and to understand human behavior or whatever my interests are, right? You want to get old to keep experience. I just that is something I don't understand, the age shade. Like you old. Okay, so you probably want to get old. Do you want to die at this age? Is that what that's all of the life that you want to know is being 29? Okay, girl, fine. But make it to level 50. You on level 29, my nigga. Make it to level 50. Make it to level 50 and talking shit about people while you trying to make it. Don't talk shit about being old. Otherwise, your experience of being old might not be what others who are older are experiencing because you don't want to be old. You talk about people being old. So to me, that's sending a message to the universe. You don't want to grow old. You don't want to grow old. You don't want to be old. You don't want to look old. You want to be able to get your needles poked in your face, botulism put in your face. That's what you want to be able to do. Go right ahead. But get old. That's what I tell women, especially women. They love to do that, and it's so weird because it's like a tactic of the patriarchy because you have to be this young, you got to be young. Young is where the money is. Being young is where the money is. Looking young is where the money is. Anti-aging, there's like an entire beauty empire on anti-aging. Who wants to be against aging? No, they told you in your head that you need to be young. Young is what the men like. Young is what people love, right? So I'm going to give you everything that says anti-aging so you don't age. I want to age. I have not have had nothing done to my face and it looks like it. Girl, I'm like Pamela Anderson. Oh, you know whose name I saw when I was watching John Wayne Gacy's documentary, and who's the executive producer? Tracy Ullman. Y'all remember the Tracy Ullman show? I was like, I wonder what Tracy Ullman looks like. She strikes me as a woman who won't get work done. Justine Bateman won't get work done. I'm just aging the way that life is going to do it. I'm just aging the way life is going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it looks like, girl. If I got little bags right here, little luggage carrying, they used to be dark. Looks like they're evening out, right? Got little wrinkles up here. I feel like it adds character. Like I want my expressions. I want to be able to have it. Yeah, I use my face a lot. In case you haven't noticed, I need for my express. I can't have my expressions being stiff. I need to be able to use my face to express. The way I be doing my face and all that stuff, ain't no way I could get Botox. I'll be pissed off. I can't move my face, girl. That sounds crazy as hell. I can feel my face when I'm with you. Hey, cause I love it. Hey, cause I love it. Oh, I can feel my face when I'm with you. Hey, cause I love it. Hey Siri, play I Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd.
Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd, now playing on Apple Music.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do something. And this can play while we do it. Little intermission. When you listen to Drake and then you listen to him, it's like a completely different, like, girl, it's completely different. Do you hear the way he be flowing? And then you hear Drake. I mean, I love a little singing. We used to like Drake. I thought about Millie Bobby Brown. That's my whole little demeanor change because I thought about that little girl. But when you listen to Drake, we just listened to Drake, and then you listen to Kendrick. It's just a different frequency. It's really a different frequency. This is my song. Hey, here's what happened when I think about you. I get in my feelings, yeah. I had to change my play of waves. Got way too complicated for me. Everywhere she goes, they playing my song. That's why I say the things I say that way. I know you can't ignore me. Just give me all of you in exchange for me. For me. Yeah. Exchange for the better. Girl, I had to follow you. Hey. That's my song. Okay, what's the next song? Oh, they got some good songs. Swim Good. What's next? Shout out to Frank Ocean. Anyway, that's my song. You know I love me some Bryson Tiller, honey. But anyway, so what was we talking about? Getting old, huh? Hating on the youth is crazy. We were talking about Clarissa. Girl, bye. All right, let's go. Let's see what we have. What's up next? Let's go to It's On Site. They always got some crazy. Let's go to the neighborhood talk. I haven't been to the neighborhood talk in a long time. Amanda Seales on Keke Palmer's executive producing a movie about an Asian girl at a HBCU. Why is that a movie that needs to be made? I get frustrated seeing Black culture represented in a surface fashion. Boosie speaks after his cane Corso chased off a burglar from entering his house, bit him, ran him clean off of the property. Call, like, man, let me tell y'all what happened. I was out in Dallas, right? Doing this little show. Crowd was lit. We shut it down. I'm feeling good. Next thing I know, I get a call like Boosie. Somebody said this sounds like the beginning of a hood movie, narration of a hood movie. Tried to break in the crib. I'm like, what? But listen, my King Corso caught that fool slipping. I'm talking about caught him, bit him up, ran him clean off the property. Big bro left blood on the gate. Straight warrior shit.
That's why I don't do no little foo-foo dolls. I got soldiers walking on 4 legs. Man, let me tell you something. If I was at the house, Lord Jesus, I would have caught him, sat him down on the porch with that thing to his head like, now tell me why you here, bro. And I'm talking about live streaming. Boost's backyard court. Make him explain himself to the internet. I don't play with my family. I don't play with my house, and I damn sure don't play when it come to laws. You try to violate that, ain't no police needed. You gonna wish the dog was the only thing that got you. Man, shout out my Corso Dun Dada. That's my dog for sure. He got steak the next night. Filet mignon. Laid up like a king. That boy protected the house like I taught him. I don't even trust people like I trust my dog. He ain't barking for fun.
Vlad says that I got bit by the same dog. When I told Boosie, he said I was the 3rd person that month. That dog is a menace. I asked Boosie to put him outside whenever I'm at his house. Laughing emoji. Why is he narrating like Kane from Menace to Society? Not the man screaming, get back. Sir, you're robbing my place. Boosie be making stuff that's supposed to be serious funny as hell. Yeah, we ain't forgot he had his sons and nephews essayed by a woman to make sure they knew how to F-U-C-K. We ain't forgot. Nobody loves Wayne more than me, but he's bigger than Wayne ever was. NBA Young Boy. Is it safe to compare NBA Young Boy to young Little Wayne? What are you guys comparing? Popularity? Are you comparing style? Because Little Wayne is very talented in terms of rapping. He's very skillful at that. So I don't listen to NBA Young Boy, but I can't imagine that somebody that hopped. I guess I was gonna say I can't imagine somebody like that imp being better than Little Wayne. So I don't know what they're actually comparing, but let me see what some of the comments say. Nah, they look alike. But there's absolutely nothing else to compare. Please stop. He's not bigger at all. He just has the internet. Wayne didn't have resources. I'm going to need y'all to go outside and touch grass. Bigger than who? Accomplished more than Wayne, multi-Grammy award-winning Wayne, 120 million records sold worldwide Wayne, Billboard Hip Hop Hall of Fame Wayne, or Country Wayne. Yes. That was funny. That was funny. Until he sells 1 million physical copies, come back with this conspiracy. I'm so grateful for the DARE program. Wayne had everybody, even old folks. YB, Young Boy doesn't appeal to everyone. He definitely has a big fan base. Here's the quote I'm looking for. Young Boy's rap isn't as near as complex. Are we okay? That's what I'm saying. Like Lil Wayne has a specific skill set, and I don't think that I haven't heard. I feel like if Young Boy, NBA Young Boy, was as skillful as Lil Wayne, I would know who he is. I mean, I know who he is only because he's a menace and an imp, a little demonic looking imp. And the fact that people are like, oh my God, he's so handsome is crazy. It's crazy as hell to me because he really looks like a little demon to me. But I guess it's whatever frequency you're on. Don't compare. They both respectfully creating a new era of hip hop in their own way. Cash Money and YM now know how to choose mega superstars. CM and YM have been, what's YM? I don't know what YM is. Young Money? But that is NBA Young Boy on Young Money? I don't know. We have the GOAT, the king, and the queen. The GOAT is Wayne, the king is Drake, and the queen is Nicki. And then you have the prince, NBA Young Boy, I guess. Listen, I was at the concert. Young Boy definitely on his way to being one of the greatest of his era. Let me see who this is. She was at his concert, Houston, Texas. Mom of 5. Oh, God. Well, God bless you, girl. Wayne got white folks on his side. That says enough right there.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Ooh. I just had to put under that because Megan Thee Stallion's hairstyles collide with a shady tweet after someone accused Glorilla of copying them by bringing EJ King to her man's game. Not she has ever her own Keelan now. You ain't no Keelan. I don't get it. Okay, who cares? Okay, let's see what else is happening. I think that's it. Man sells everything he owns and borrows money to place a $225,000 bet on the Dodgers to win the series. He sold everything he owns. I hope he's not married, because if you're married, that's crazy. But I think you do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? NBA YoungBoy and his wife at a gender reveal. This is their third child together. Overall, this is his 13th.
Tired ass, po ass, raggedy ass, slow ass niggas.
That's gross. That family tree is OD. They put a family tree up here with all his children. That's gross. To be the 13th baby mama is crazy as hell. Oh, he's married? Somebody married him? Girl, your parents failed. I don't know what I would do if my daughter married NBA YoungBoy. Nothing you can do. That's her damn life. With a nigga with 13 kids, I don't understand. I really don't. I
It was gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really.
maybe I'm the one with the mental illness. Maybe this is how it's supposed to go, and that y'all are just doing things. Your child has 12 siblings. I hope you keep all of them in proximity so they don't end up dating each other when they get older. I hope they all know who each other are, because that's insane. I think that's I just let me go to the next story. Let me just find one more story to talk about, and then we'll go. Mm-mm. It says MasikaKalysa's husband, Jamar Champ, struck and killed overnight by a wrong way driver in Houston. Oh my gosh. Neighbors, this is so sad. MasikaKalysa's husband, Jamar Champ, has tragically passed away after being involved in a car crash. According to KHOU 11, around 12:05 a.m. in Houston, a man in a BMW reportedly drove down the I-10 Katy freeway the wrong way, crashing head-on into a Cybertruck. The Cybertruck then bounced off and hit an 18-wheeler. Unfortunately, the driver of the BMW was pronounced dead on the scene. The Cybertruck driver later died at the hospital. The family has identified the Cybertruck driver as 38-year-old Jamar Champ, who was married to MasikaKalysa. Masika and Jamar share a child together, and Jamar helped raise her other daughter she shares with Fetty Wap. Masika took to her socials to ask for prayers during this time. God woke me up at 2 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I don't know why. Jesus Christ, I just received the worst news of my life. Pray for me and my kids, please. We're praying for her during this difficult time. Oh, wow. Family tells me Jamar Champ, 38, was the driver of the distinctive Cybertruck who HPD says was struck and killed overnight by a wrong way driver. That driver also died. I feel like people who go wrong way on the freeway are trying to die by suicide. I truly believe that, because how the hell, unless you are just that damn drunk. That is really, really sad. Right. I feel like the Cybertruck should be more indestructible for its price and hype. This is sad. She's been through so much and found love just for this to happen. Oh my God. I had a friend who died like this. He was the wrong way driver. He was drunk and he killed an old couple. And regardless if he was a friend or not, I don't feel bad for him. He deserved it. But those innocent couple who died did not. May this man rest in peace. And if you suspect somebody of drunk driving, call the police ASAP. Cybertrucks are terrible cars. Look at how it crushed it. Oh my God. It's a blessing to make it home every day. Them Cybertrucks look like armor. We call them toasters when I see them. Me and my sons call them a toaster. Look at the toaster. They're not cute. I saw it was like the iridescent, like it was like blue and pink and turquoise, like that iridescent look. And then I seen a pink one, but mostly I see those the standard color that it comes in. But I've seen a pink Cybertruck. I saw a green Cybertruck. I think they're incredibly ugly. I do. I think they're incredibly ugly. I don't even like the way it looks. I mean, cyber, but I don't even like the way it looks. It's like, it's not even cute. Like the outside, it needs to be cute on the outside. I'm sorry. But this is really sad. So hopefully she has support and, family around her um, to support her. They had broke up. I thought they had broke up and then I guess they got back together. This says MasikaKalysa's estranged husband. Like I said, they might have been married, but oh my gosh, shut up, girl. Masika goes off on just hilarious, referring to Fetty Wap as Masika's alleged baby father with one eye. How old is this? This is 82 weeks ago. Here's Masika and her family on Halloween. What was this, last year? No, more than this, was more than 2 years ago. Here's her with Fetty Wap. She's cheating with Matt Barnes. That was the last thing that I heard. Remember, and she had like flight information and stuff like that. She said, I am absolutely in no way having an affair of any sort with Matt, is what she said. She ended up coming out. That's really sad. Anyways, that's really sad. And I hope like I said, I hope she has like some kind of support system to help her during this time. And I hope she had a life insurance policy on him as well. So the kids can have something, his child can have something. Um, yeah, that's really sad. Okay. Hairstylist who gave a woman an unwanted haircut speaks out after the client went viral for having a breakdown. Says the woman loved her $20 trim in the salon. Now her sister has allegedly threatened to come and fight her. But it wasn't that short. Sometimes, and then y'all be trying to hold on to length and your shit be damaged, be looking crazy, be looking like a goddamn fucking broomstick at the bottom, be looking like a cinnamon broomstick girl. You know those the cinnamon broomsticks that you get at the farmers market at Trader Joe's. That's what the end of your hair be looking like. Talk about, don't cut it off, girl. Cut it off so that it can grow. It's just like a fucking plant. You know how the leaves turn a different color and it's time to take the leaves off, or they'll fall off eventually. But if you notice the leaf, take it off. You got to trim it in order for the new stuff to come through. Girl, I don't know. Okay. I don't know what Lemuel's talking about. Glorilla slips and falls while at an NBA game supporting her son, her man. Ooh. Glow took a tumble the other day while watching her man play. Trying to be crude and done fail. I would have been home. She furl. Somebody said she trying to be crude. And nobody watching. He didn't even offer to pick her up. And then Niecy Nash and Jessica, they are dressed like Papoose and Clarissa. I can't believe that not Niecy Nash, that Clarissa has a tattoo of Papoose. Like, Papoose? Papoose? Lemuel shares some text with Krishan where she allegedly admits she loves him and should have never done baddies. Yeah, y'all are realizing that you wreck your whole nervous system. But I believe, I truly, honestly, and I've been saying it, y'all know I've been saying it, that Krishan has some special needs that were never tended to. And the way that she acts and in the environment that she is in, it just exacerbates all of that stuff. The way that she copes, the way that she resolves conflict, the way that she even shows up, the way that she be spaced out. I've seen so many times where I've seen like images of Blueface like in the background of things, and he'd just be like this. Like, nigga, what? Wake up. Are you asleep? What's going on, nigga? Are you okay? Krishan the same way. The other day, I saw a clip of her eating a flower. And then she tells a nigga, you never have intrusive thoughts. Like she saw a flower and she just ate the flower. She just put the whole flower in her mouth. It's like, I say it and I say it again. No child deserves to be under the parental guidance of Krishan Rock. No child deserves that woman as a mother. Nobody. And then you had another clip I saw of Krishan talking to her fucking drug addict mom. Girl, you trying to say that Clarissa is a bad mom? You are trying to say that Clarissa is a bad mom. Yes, she is. But you, girl, you high? Aren't you high right now? Like, girl, shut up. Talking about people, talking about Blueface and his upbringing. Look at your upbringing. Let you tell it. Everybody in your family has been SA'd by somebody else in the family. Let you tell it, and then you bring a child into the fold, and won't get the child any help. I'm telling you, there's no evidence of that child getting help, but there's evidence of that woman's entire life online, even down to her delivering that baby on a live stream. But you can't show your baby in therapy, getting their special needs met. Oh, I don't care. Ooh. It says Dallas principal on leave after she allegedly singled out black high school students to blame them for the school's academic ranking in a derogatory way. Oh my, let's hear. And this is a black principal. See, folks be anti-black because they think and that's why. Okay. I don't know how to explain this, and maybe one of y'all can help me. So I black is not synonymous with hood. And when people aren't open to being around hood shit, you are often said you're anti-black. If you speak against black people who are hood and ghetto and gutter snipes and in the gutter and all this other stuff, if you don't like that hood shit, that ghetto shit, you will get people that will tell you that you're being anti-black, because for some people, they believe that black is synonymous with hood. And there are black people who think like that too. Like you even had the joke, there's a difference between black people and niggas, right? Same way white people say there's a difference between white people and PWT, poor white trash, right? But for black people, there is this idea that blackness is synonymous with ghetto and hood. And even though it's not, and there are black people who have never stepped a foot into the hood, right? They come from a family where it ain't nobody ever lived in poverty. Nobody. So for you to believe that blackness is synonymous with hood behavior, ghetto behavior, and this and that, and then you get told that you're anti-black, right? It reminds me of a content creator who said that the Real Housewives of Atlanta was like Love and Hip Hop, or was turning into Love and Hip Hop. And he was told that he was being anti-black because they believe that that behavior is synonymous with being black. And if you look down on that behavior, then you're looking down on black people. Did I explain myself correctly? Hopefully I did. Hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. So this incident is under review for a Dallas principal on leave after she allegedly singled out black high school students to blame them for the school's academic ranking in a derogatory way. Okay, let's listen to the news report.
North Texas school now has a new interim principal. This is as the school reviews what it calls a recent incident. Well, parents and students say that incident is a meeting called by the principal with black students only to blame them for the school's state accountability rating. Here's Meredith Yeomans.
For more than 2 years, Chandra Hooper Barnett has been principal of Woodrow Wilson High School in Dallas, a school that announced today has a new temporary leader.
It happened fairly quickly, which is great.
Jennifer Bush's son is a sophomore at Woodrow, who says he was among more than 100 black students called into the auditorium Friday by the principal.
Principal Barnett had told them that they were the reason why the school has a B rating. I guess with the TEA, right? And she said it in a derogatory manner.
Bush says the meeting developed into a discussion about creating a black social club in the school, and that to her, none of it made sense.
And I told him, I was like, I'm going to call the school tomorrow. And he's like, you're going to call the school?
But before she could, Hooper Barnett sent a letter to parents and students Sunday saying the decision to hold the meeting and the discussion that transpired was not appropriate. She says she takes full responsibility and ownership for what occurred. Hooper Barnett's letter to the community said, quote, I want to assure you that it was never my intent to single out or cause harm to any group of students. I understand my actions and decisions have caused disappointment and frustration, and for that, I sincerely apologize.
I was shocked because I know that Principal Barnett is a black woman. So I was very shocked that she would say something like that.
Danielle Peters has been named interim principal while the school says it reviews details of the incident. In Dallas, Meredith Yeomans, NBC5.
North Texas.
I would like details on what she said. You blaming us for the school getting a low score? Blaming us? That's not cool. Let me read some of the comments. I hate this unnecessary pressure that black people put on each other to be perfect or above standard. Yeah, that's what I'm like kind of dealing with right now. Like, I feel like black women in high positions have a high expectation of other black employees to work or overwork or just be like a worker bee, and to have this kind of this, I don't know, I don't, it's just a bad energy to feel like somebody doesn't have enough work to do. And it's just like, I don't know, it's like you're not thinking about the human that you're dealing with. You're not thinking about the person's strengths. You just want them to work. It doesn't matter. And it's just like, I think having that mindset, because we are come from a culture where you feel like you have to work 100% more than your counterparts, and your counterparts don't have to do as much to even get the opportunities, or maybe they do as much, and you're just a person who does what they need to do to meet the needs, and you're not going above and beyond, and you're not doing all that. Because to me, especially in a corporation, I'm not going above and beyond, because if I were to walk outside and get hit by a motherfucking bus, you'd have my position filled by the end of the next week. So I am not a climber like that. I'm not doing that. I'm not overworking myself. Like I tell you, I'm on a team and we have a brown noser, and she loves to be like, I'm so busy. Oh my God, I'm so, in every meeting, she monopolizes the meeting with all the work that she's doing. And then she'll be like, I gotta go because, that's why I wanted to go first. And I gotta go because I'm so busy. Oh my God, I got so much to do. I'm gonna have to meet with you later because I'm so busy. And I think she feels satisfied. Like that's something that motivates her to feel busy, to be busy, to feel overworked. And I just be listening to her like, good for you, girl. That's not me at all. I'm not overworking for no corporation. You got me fucked up. I will never overwork myself. I've always been like that. When I'm done with work, I don't care what position I'm in. That I used to get, Erica, do you want to be a manager? Do you want to be a supervisor? No, I don't. No, I'm fine facilitating training for these people. I get to understand them. I get to look at their behavior. And so many times I have given recommendations about people in classes and stuff like that. And you don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. And then when they get out in amongst the other employees, you have a problem. When I told you that person was going to be a problem in training, but you don't want to listen. It's fine. I'm not going to be a supervisor. I don't want to manage other people's emotions. It's literally like dealing with children. I'm not in that. I'm empathetic, but I know when people are using their emotion, weaponizing their emotions, and I'm not going I won't be able to do that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to be in charge of nobody, nothing. I don't want to have to manage anybody, nothing. I'm an easygoing person. When I'm done with work, I don't want you calling me. Don't call my phone for nothing. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't you call my phone for a motherfucking thing, because it's nothing that you need that is pressing. I don't want that. I don't want, like some people thrive like that, but I can do great leading, but I'm not going to be responsible for your emotions. And that's why I chose not to go in that direction. I don't want to be overworked. I don't want to, after 5 o'clock or 4:30 or whatever, I don't want to be called. I don't want nobody calling me. I don't want to ever have to arrive early I don't want none of that responsibility. I know where I can thrive, and I know myself, even though I know I can do it and I know I'd be great, but I'm not going to take it because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And I know that I can say, no, I don't want that, because I know what it entails. I see how y'all are overworked. I see how y'all are working after hours and not being compensated for it. I see, I've learned to be that person, to watch what other people are experiencing and then deciding whether or not I want to participate in that experience. None of you are enjoying the experience. You might be enjoying the money, but you're definitely working for it. And I could make what, $2,000 or $3,000 less than you and not be answering the phone after 5 o'clock. I'm fine with that. I can live a lifestyle. I don't have to. No, I don't have to do. I'm not with that shit at all. And I feel like a lot of Black people, especially like when Black people are in leadership positions, they have an expectation of the other Black people to be worker bees and to work and to and do 200%, right? While the counterparts only do 100%, you're over here doing 200%. And you can develop all of these illnesses and stress yourself out and having headaches, and on Sunday night you start having a headache because you have the anticipation of going into work on Monday. I don't have that problem. And I'm not going to ever willingly walk into a situation where I will put myself at this idea of being overworked, stressed by work. That doesn't even sound appetizing to me. And I don't care how much money you'll give me to be overworked and stressed at work, because that's going to work on my body. And if something happens to me and my body and I can't work anymore, y'all will replace me. So why would I work hard for you? That's insane. That is insane to me. And if I see people in that would, if I accept a position and I'm watching the people in that position be overworked, looking crazy, answering their phones at way after hours, having to do staying in a meeting about the meeting about the meeting. I see how they do, y'all. That would be insane for me to even walk in that direction and thinking that I'm going to have a different dining experience. I see the experience y'all are having. Why would I do that? Doesn't even make sense. That don't even go in line with my mission. I'm not overworking and I'm not being in charge of anybody. I'm not doing that. I'm just not. And I've always been like that. And I used to tell myself, you don't have a hustle mentality. Maybe you should have been born in another region of the world, but I just don't have that hustle and grind. I don't have that mentality. I just don't see the benefit of it. I don't see the benefit of it. I want to be in a hammock with my feet up, a monkey in this tree, a parrot in this tree, and I just want to be relaxed. That's all I want. I want to be relaxed. Erica, what are you doing? Relaxing. Erica, what are you doing? Relaxing. I said I was going to make a shirt that said relax. Shout out to Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Um, I would have it just relax. Relax, don't do it. Relax. Did everybody have that shirt, relax, back in the day from Frankie Goes to Hollywood? Relax, don't do it when you want to go to it. Relax, don't do it when you want to come. When you want to come. Yeah, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And we used to have the big shirts and it just said relax on the front of it. I think I'm going to make me a shirt that says relax. Because I would be like, they'd be like, Erica, what you doing? I'm relaxing. I remember one time my boss called me, right? And I guess she pinged me on Teams and I didn't respond within like a minute. I didn't respond. And she ended up calling me. And then she was like, what are you doing? I said, I'm outside. And it's almost like she was shocked that I was outside. Lady, I work from home. You think I'm going to be sitting at my desk the entire time? I work from home. I'm going to go outside. Shout out to Cardi B. I'm about to go outside. I'm going outside. I have a break. I'm not going to be, you work at home and you still going to be sedentary. You still going to just sit at your desk the entire time. Like you at work for real. No, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to do a task. I'm going to complete the task. And then I'm going outside. I'm going to hang out outside for a little while. It was almost like she was shocked that I was outside. And I'm like, girl, you need to relax. You always coughing, hacking, sick and stuff. You don't think you're overworking yourself? But like I said, there are some personalities that love to feel like they're overworked. Like those people that, if you still work in the office, those people that walk through the office, they always frustrated, always seems like something, like it's almost like they intentionally set fires and then they go put them out so that they can feel good about themselves and get the praise of putting them out. Girl, you set the fire. Calm down. Calm down. I'll be looking at people who overwork themselves and be stressed out. I'll be looking at them like, I feel sorry for your mother. I do. I have never been like that. I know, and I'm always the one, I'm going to find an efficient way to do it. I remember I used to have a sign on my desk that says, I don't look busy because I did it right the first time. And then that's when they'd be like, you don't have enough work to do. Yes, I do. I have enough work to do because when I'm doing, I do it well and you get everything on time and I don't need any more to do. Oh, I feel like you need some more. No, I don't need. No, I don't need. Why? Because I'm not on these calls stressed out and, oh my God, guys, I can only stay for a little while because I got another meeting I have to go to. Shut up. Shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck, especially me. I'm telling you, I mean, the meetings like, they be talking about how busy they are and stuff like that. I just be laughing in the back. And you can hear, then sometimes I'll take the mute off so you can hear me clicking and clacking over them talking about nothing. Y'all talking about how y'all so busy, but y'all want to stay on this call for an hour and a half. I thought y'all was busy. Girl. I thought y'all said y'all was so busy. Why are we on this call for an hour and a half talking about nothing? I got shit to do. I just be doing my work while they talking about how they be so busy they are. I just be quiet. I'll laugh a little bit to participate, but Girl, I'm not overworking myself. I'm telling you, I'm in a hammock with a sloth and a parrot, chilling, and a monkey. And we chilling, girl, with a fucking umbrella twirling around in our drink, feet up. Yeah, the laptop is sitting over there. And then the other day, we were talking about something. I was like, oh, I need to reconnect to the VPN. And she was like, why aren't you connected to the VPN? I said, because I was working outside on my balcony, and when I went to lunch, my computer powered down, the battery, because I'm not outside with a power source. So the battery died on my computer. So I got to reconnect to the VPN. She was like, oh, what? You ain't never thought about going outside and working? You don't have to sit at your desk all day, lady. You don't need two monitors. You can disconnect, go sit out on your balcony, get your damn coffee. You can do exactly that. It was almost like she never thought about that. And I was just like, girl, she's a black lady too. I was like, girl, I can show you how to do things efficiently. I'm not about to do, I don't thrive in being stressed out. And I don't think it's cute. I don't even find it attractive. I think it's ugly to be stressed out. But I also think it's ugly to find pleasure in being stressed out. Type A, having to control everything, stressing yourself out. Lisa Barlow, she's so stressed out. You want to do everything. Because you want to do everything. Oh, and I will delegate like a motherfucker. I sure will. I remember a manager telling me, delegate. Make sure you delegate. Find the people who will do the work efficiently, like you want it done. Let them do it, check their work, and let them do it. Give them credit for doing it. Say, so and so helped you with this, blah, 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 da, 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 and get it done. I remember it was a guy too. He was like, delegate so you don't be fucking stressed out. Don't try to do everything yourself. Delegate. Okay. Find people on your team who can do it. Work your team. Get your team to work. And there are people on your team who want to do extra work. Give it to them. If somebody on your team who wants to develop a strength, give them a project. Give them one of your projects. Girl, I learned, and the niggas will tell you because they lazier than the women. Tell it, and it's not even laziness. It's efficiency. And see, we live in a system where if you've done it too efficient, they want to add extra steps to make it look like they're working, like it's still working. No, I want things to work so efficient that it can work on its own. It's self-sustaining. That's it. Self-sustaining. I don't have to stand over you. I cannot stand a micromanager. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Right? Shout out to the people who work for themselves. They don't have to worry about stuff like that. But I know how to handle people who love to look like they're or even overworking themselves so that they can be praised for overworking. I don't operate. That's literally an American mindset. I don't operate like that. I don't operate by overworking in order to get some validation from some boss who will replace you in a week if something were to happen to you. They really don't give a fuck. And I operate like knowing they don't give a fuck about me. I remember I was like, I want to get exceeds. I'm good. I'm a meat. And that's why I really think the person that's above me, I think she thinks I'm younger than I am. And I think she wants to see the same type of brown nosedness that her other team member. When I tell you she kisses, she got her face, she in it. She in it. She is in it. When I tell you she is in that lady's butt with her nose deep in her ass, and I don't be doing that. I don't do that. And I think she thinks that I'm younger than I am. And I think like if you're a younger person in corporate America, there's this idea that you want to work your way to the top, right? And I'm where I am. Like I'm ready to get up. I'm ready to retire. So I'm not striving to get to the next level. I'm not striving to get exceeds on my, reviews or anything like that. As long as you giving me my annual merit increase, I'm good. We good. And you get that by meeting. You might get a higher percentage if you exceed, but I'm good. I have a lifestyle that is sustainable for me. I don't overspend. I don't overdo it. I stay within my lifestyle. I do the things that we could do according to the lifestyle. I don't need you. I'm comfortable. I'm good. I'm fine. I'll be more comfortable when I get the FUCK up out of this MFer. I'm gonna be really fine. You're gonna get a whole type of new video, a new vibe, a different background. Girl, I'll be so glad when I could just be like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here anyway. So I'm gonna go now. Y'all let me know what you think about, that's how I feel about corporate America. I do. I do not agree with overworking. I don't agree with overworking. I don't agree with giving yourself more work. I don't agree with setting fires and then you putting them out, the fire that you set, you put out yourself. Like somebody who looks for problems. And I understand for some people that's the job, right? Look for the problem to make a process more efficient. Come to me. I'll show you how to make it more efficient. I there is something that they're working on now, and I was like, y'all need to use AI for this. You want these people to document a certain way, but you want them to be English professors and have their grammar and punctuation 100%. That's not going to happen. But you can use AI to tell them to correct grammar and punctuation after they've then typed whatever they need to type. The woman, she didn't want them to do that. She was like, no. I was like, no, you don't want them to use AI for grammar and punctuation, where wherever they're sending that information, it's going to help that other department be able to read. The complaint is they can't read these people's notes. So we're coming up with a way to make sure that these people can read these people's notes. You have a tool, an AI tool, use it. No, she don't want to use it because it's too easy. That's almost like I need y'all to be working. The AI is not going to replace the person typing it. The AI needs somebody to type the information in order to use it. The AI needs a human to use it. This particular tool that I'm talking about. So they need the AI to program it. A human needs to program it. And a human, she has an issue with believing that it's going to pull historical information. You could literally tell the AI, do not pull from any historical questions that I've asked you, be objective. But if all you're using it for is for grammar and punctuation, and your resolve is to have a class basically telling these people you don't know English well enough to have this documentation look the way it's supposed to look. No, y'all want to insult a bunch of people. I said it. I said, y'all want to insult these people by telling them they're not English professors. I said it. That's why you have to have diversity. You're not about to insult a bunch of people whose English is their second language by telling them we don't understand your grammar and your punctuations. Why don't you introduce them to an AI tool that can correct the grammar and the punctuation for them and and reduce redundancy? But she don't want to use it. She want to do it. She's a type of person that feels like if somebody is overworking, then that's what we want to see. We want to see somebody overworking and adding what you would actually resolve the issue. That would literally resolve the issue, but she don't want to do that. And the tool is available. The tool is available for everybody to use. She don't want to use it. That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, it's going to pull historical information. And what if they don't read the information and it's crossing, giving misinformation in the note? Instead of having an English class where you insult a bunch of people whose English is their second language by telling them that their punctuation and grammar is not efficient enough, You want to do an English class and talk about is this proper English or is this correct English? No. I said it. I said, y'all want to insult a bunch of people whose English is their second language by telling them that their punctuation and grammar is off? Everybody stay quiet. Everybody stay quiet because you know I'm right. Y'all about to, yeah, and they introduced a deck that was basically like an English course, like an English course. And I said, no, that's disrespectful. That's terribly insulting because none of us here are English professors. Some of us don't have the best grammar, and you want to teach a bunch of people whose English is their second language and take them through an English class so that they can document correctly according to this other department, when you have a tool here that will correct it for them and that other department can get the information the way that they want it, and you don't want to use it. That doesn't sound smart to me. Now I'm looking at you as a leader, asking, part of the mission of your company is to be innovative, and you don't want to use the tool that will help another department get the things that they want. Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. And when that doesn't make sense to me, then I start getting an attitude, because how does that not make sense? Somebody please tell me how that doesn't make sense, to introduce artificial intelligence to the people that you're telling they don't have proper grammar and punctuation. Correct grammar and punctuation. Drop your documentation in there and let it correct your documentation. Let it remove redundancy. Let it make a synopsis of your note so it can be clear. So when you send it to the next department, it's clear and drawn out. No, you want to insult a bunch of people by sending them through an English class when none of us here are English professors. How the fuck you going to try to tell somebody else how to properly send some documentation over? Introduce the tool and let them, teach them how to use the tool. Teach them how prompts, even use if you need to make up prompts to tell them correct grammar, punctuation, and remove and reduce redundancy. That's it. What do y'all, why do y'all want to do it the hard way? This is when I step back, and this is when I start being quiet, because I'm trying to do the part where you have other people in the meeting who could say, hey, I'm raising my hand. You are about to insult a bunch of people. Don't do that. I would reconsider what you guys are doing. But then when you don't listen to me, now I'm quiet. Now you get something back from corporate talking about, no, we cannot do this. This is very insensitive and rude to tell people that their grammar and punctuation is off. They didn't get hired to be English professors. But if you have a tool that can help them, you have all these resources. You have a toolbox that you give your employees. You have a resource and a tool here that they can use that can help them. And you tell them don't use that tool or resource? That doesn't make sense to me. Now I'm looking at you funny as a leader when part of your mission of the company that you work for is to be innovative. But you don't want to listen. Fine. I'm just going to light this blunt and listen to y'all talk for the next hour and a half over around the answer. You have an answer. Stupid. I'll be in the meeting like, y'all dumb. If I was running this shit, it would be totally different. But I don't want to be in charge of nobody. I'm not being in charge of nobody. You're not about to call me after 5. I don't want to hear why you got to take the day off. I don't care. I don't need you showing me a picture of your broken foot. I don't care. You grown. You know what you got. You know what your responsibilities are. So if you don't want to come to work, you don't have to come to work. But I'm a girl. But I'm going to make sure everybody's doing their job efficiently. The fewer steps you can get to the answer, that's my vibe. The fewer steps you can get to the answer, and the answer be correct and efficient and thorough, that's my vibe. That's the path I'm taking. I'm not taking an extra turn where I don't have to because you want to make it seem like you busy. That's not, I don't operate like that at all. That's where I am with it. Y'all let me know what you think. I know y'all deal with this stuff, working in corporate America. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. As long as I meet and get my merit increase, we good. Bitch, I'm on my way the fuck up out of here. How many years do I have to work before I can retire? I really think it should be a year, not an age. I feel like if you work 35 years, you should be able to retire, no matter what your age is. If I can draw all the way back 35 years and to see when you started working, if you were 18 and started working, you can, what do you call, retire by 53. Was it 1835? What's that? 8, 5, 13. That's 35. How old is that? 40. What did I say? 1835. What is that? 43? 53. Sorry. Girl, I don't know how to count my money, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. That's all I give a fuck is about my merit increase. Like I said, it may not be a higher percentage because I didn't get it exceeds, but I have created a lifestyle where if you give me a 6% raise, that's great. Give me a 4% raise, that's fine too. Because half that money that I got in the raise is going in that damn retirement account. Hello? Girl. Because I'm ready to get the ASAP. Really, I am. And I think that's part of why I think she'd be like, I think she has she won't say it, but I think she has an expectation of me. But she won't say it. But she don't know, I don't think she knows how old I am. And I had a birthday. Nobody wished me a happy birthday. That's what I'm saying. They don't give a fuck about me. You think I'm gonna overwork for them? I didn't get a birthday message. I didn't get nothing. Nothing. Nobody wished me a happy birthday. I think my birthday was on a Sunday. Nobody wished me happy birthday on a Friday. And I didn't tell nobody it was my birthday because I know y'all don't give a fuck about me. So I really don't even fucking care. But it just affirms why I don't give a fuck about you. Y'all don't give a fuck about me. I don't give a fuck about nobody who don't give a fuck about me. You can't send me a happy birthday. Didn't nobody tell you that you got somebody on your team whose birthday is coming up and you didn't wish them a happy birthday? I know how you feel about me. You don't give a fuck, so I don't give a fuck. And we good. Don't call me after 5 o'clock. Don't you call me. Literally, it sounded like she didn't even realize that unplugging your computer and taking it out to your balcony and working was not even an option. You still sitting your big ass hamburger built ass at the damn fucking desk, and you have a walking pad and a yoga mat and a balcony that you can go sit down. You can even go to the motherfucking Starbucks and sit down for a second. No, you work remote. Huh? You didn't even think about that? She was like, "Oh, why do you like?" She was like, Why do you have to reconnect to your VPN?" I said, "Because my computer died when I was outside on the balcony. I had my computer on the balcony." She was like, "Oh, you did? Yeah, I'm not sitting at a desk." And I think for people who have control issues, they don't like working remote. They don't like their teams being remote because they can't see what they're doing. If you're a micromanager, ooh, I know you having a time. If you were a remote micromanager, ooh, you be stressed out all day trying to figure out what everybody else is doing. Sit your ass down somewhere. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. If you taught them right, you wouldn't have to be sitting over their shoulder. Hello? That's why I used to tell people, I trained you, so you can't come here and tell me you didn't know something. Say you didn't remember. That's a better look. But don't say you wasn't taught it, because I got a list of everything I taught you, everything I taught you how to do. Don't talk about say, oh, Erica didn't train me on that. Just say I don't remember because you were. Don't play with me. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go premiere another video. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know. I know y'all. Some of y'all deal with the same shit I deal with. Are y'all the type of see? I'm relaxed. Look at this. This is a whole vibe. Look at me. Look at me. I got my little whoopty bam. I'm sitting on top of my head, looking crazy. I got my plugs in. I got my septum ring. I got my nails. Got my pinky holder. My roach clip pinky holder. I'm fucking zooming through the sky on a kitty cloud off this motherfucker. I don't want stress. Can you imagine if I was the head of a team? I'd be oh y'all, I gotta go. I gotta go. Girl, I got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. We relaxing out here. We in a hammock. What I say with a sloth, a monkey, and a parrot. Hello? We need a hammock emoji. That's the vibe I'm on. After I smoke this, I'm about to roll me. This is the end of another one. I'm about to roll me another one. I got a meeting today. I got somewhere to go. So the microphone died. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.